Here we go with our next match. Taking a break from the tournament. This is a spot for a TGPW Women's Championship shot Gauntlet Battle Royal. 8 women in this match coming out in timed intervals of 2 minutes. Eliminations can occur via pinfall submission or being thrown over the top rope. The last woman standing will earn a spot for a TGPW Women's Championship shot. Of course, the current champion, Takumi Aroha. Riho and Tiffany Stratton starting this one off. Both women in white and pink hair. And here comes the next entrant, Shayna Baszler. I said every 2 minutes we'll get a new entrant. Baszler into that submission. Double suplex by Tiffy and Baszler. Baszler kicking her leg out of her leg. Series of kicks by Baszler. Northern Lights suplex by Riho with a bridge. And here comes the 4th entrant in this match, representing the Macho family. It's Bayley. Bayley with a German suplex on Riho. That double wrist lock, the Kimura, if you will. The backslide into the knee strike from Bayley on Baszler. It definitely is the benefit to the people coming out later in this match. The Karafuda clutch on Riho. Is she going to give up? No, Riho does not give up. The belly to Bayley, or Bayley to belly, whatever you want to call it, on Tiffany. Is Tiffany out of here too? And no. Meanwhile, Willow made her entrance. And it's a series of clotheslines. And Tiffany nearly thrown over the top. Riho just got thrown over the top. I don't think she was eliminated. Now she is. I think she went through the middle rope. Then she went over the top. And Stratton thrown over the top. I think Baszler just eliminated both Riho and Tiffany Stratton there. Our next entrant is Great Sakuya. The backslide by Willow gets a 2 count on Baszler. Former women's champion Great Sakuya. Looking to win that title back. Trying to get another title shot here. The elbow drop off the top from Bayley. Is that eliminated Baszler? No, Baszler out of 2. The green mist to the eyes of Willow. But Willow with the DVD on Baszler. And here comes another former women's champion. It's the Megasis, Megan Bayne. So far, Tiffany Stratton and Riho, the first ones eliminated. The choke slam on Shayna Baszler. Courtesy of Megan Bayne. Believe we only have 1 entrant left. There's a hook of the leg and a cover and a 2.9 on Shayna Baszler. Yes, indeed, the 8th and final entrant in this match. It's the debuting emo queen Brooke Havok, who grabbed a chair on her way into the ring. Just hit Willow with it and Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne with Fate's Descent on Willow, but can't capitalize. So far, 2 eliminations, 6 women left alive in this match, but only one will get the spot for the TGPW Women's Championship, and it won't be Willow, as Bayley throws Willow over the top as she's been eliminated. Her bad luck continues in these battle royals. The moonsault, is Baszler out of there? She is. Sakuya with the moonsault eliminates Shayna Baszler by a pinfall. And we are down to 4. The 2 former champions in there. The debutante in Brooke Havok and Bayley. The moonsault, but nobody home. Brooke Havok got out of the way. Havok with that power slam out of the pump handle. The roll up on Bayne. Is Bayne out of there? No. Bayne out at 1. Inside cradle gets 1. As I said, a later entrant actually helps you in this match. The Bayley to belly, is Brooke Havok gone? No, Brooke Havok out of 2.9. But Brooke Havok thrown over the top, and that ends her night courtesy of Bayley. We are down to 3. A belly-to-belly overhead throw by the Megasis. The 2 former champions and Bayley remain. German suplex with a release on the Megasis. And then neck scissors with the... the body scissors. The neck lock with the body scissors. Easy for me to say. Sakuya taking over this match. That DDT has busted Bayley open, and that's another match with someone busted open. Fate's Descent on Great Sakuya, but Megan Bayne doesn't go for a cover. Allows Sakuya to recover, and that may have cost her as she was nearly eliminated there. The moonsault, but the rope break is a Megasis legs just too long. Tombstone piledriver on Bayley. Bayley rolled up. Is she gone? 2 and 3. Bayley eliminated. We are down to 2 here. The Megasis Megan Bayne. The Great Sakuya is Megan Bayne moving on, and she is. Megan Bayne with a tombstone pile driver, the mounted pinfall, and the Megasis. It's a spot to regain the TGPW Women's Championship. Tag Team Madness 2026 continues here with this grudge match. Set for one fall. Introducing first. He is the ringleader of the Circus of Slime. This is El Gran Blanco, Presentadora. And his opponent, representing the DWC. And the red, white, and blue. This is the African American Dream, Koko, Americano. These two wrestled in a one-on-one match at Guerrilla Warfare 2026, in which El Gran Blanco Presentadora was victorious. Koko wanted a rematch. Blanco said he was unwilling to give him one unless he was able to win an 8-man tag against the Circus of Slime. Blanco, Pagano, Violent J, Shaggy 2-Dope. And Koko, alongside his DWC brethren, Marty Mundo. Sorry, not Marty Mundo. Correction. KMJ and Son of Madness and their partner Leaping Lanny Poffo were victorious at Prelude to Tag Team Madness 2026. With that victory, Koko gets this singles grudge match here against El Gran Blanco Presentadora. Easy for me to say on this card. You notice no seconds at ringside. This cocky cover, just a 1 count. It'll take more than that, Blanco. Koko wins that strike exchange. But as you can see, no seconds at ringside. Blanco usually accompanied by Violent J and Shaggy 2-Dope. They're not allowed out here. And of course, none of the DWC out here as well. There's the leg drop, brother. But yeah, no KMJ, no Son of Madness, no Marty Mundo. And there's a leg drop of his own from Blanco. And then a lariat. And then mocking the crowd. And then now choking him. A quick cover and just a 1 count. The uppercut. And now just laughing. And that was, yeah. Oh, the finger snap. Blanco tried to break the fingers of Koko Americano here. Vertical suplex. Pulls him back towards center ring. A knife edge chop from Koko has him up. The Ghostbuster connects. But Koko can't get the cover as Blanco quickly back up. Gets caught with a back elbow in the corner. But now sends Koko into the corner. Blanco with the back elbow out of the corner. Lets out a maniacal laugh. Throws the chair at him. Trying to get him disqualified. Trying to get out of here with a cheap win. The Ghostbuster right on the center ring logo, but... oh, that's it. He's out. The Ghostbuster knocking out El Gran Blanco, Presentadora, and Koko Americano gets a measure of revenge here tonight at Tag Team Madness. We are continuing with Tag Team Madness 2026, number one contenders tournament, with our semifinal match. Introducing first team number one, team of Steve Arrant and C-Red. This is the Power Hour. And their opponents making their way to the ring, the team of Jake something and Mike Awesome. Something awesome. Semi-final match here in the tournament. Oh! Very quickly, a low blow from Steve Arrant. Short arm clothesline. Something is staggered. Went for the spear early, did Steve Arrant, going for the knockout shot. Trying to put this one away as quickly as possible to advance to the final. The winners of this match will await the winners of our second semifinal matchup, which we know it will be Heavy Metal Rodeo taking on the Young Bucks. Arrant and C-Red made it to the finals of Tag Team Madness 2025, before they were defeated by Macho Ghost and Sting. No Macho Ghost and Sting this time around. Can they punch their ticket to a second finals appearance? They have to get past this powerhouse duo of Something Awesome. The spear, is that it? Hook the leg, 2, and no. Jake something out at 2. Deadlift German by Mike Awesome. Something tags out to Awesome. Power bomb. Steve Arrant in a bad way right now, but fights his way out. He makes the tag to C-Red. Awesome thrown to the floor by Red. Neglected to mention this earlier as C-Red rakes Mike Awesome's face across the top rope and then stomps away at him. But C-Red and Steve Arrant, 2/3 of the TGPW Trios champions currently, with the real deal Rion skills. And there's a figure 4 leg lock from C-Red. But Jake something breaks it up. The low blow, is that it? 2, no. We saw him win earlier with a brass knuckle shot. And there is the brass knuckle shot. Almost on cue. Power Hour have seemingly taken control of this match. As soon as I say that, the old commentators curse into the void. The lariat, the spear. Is this it? No, somehow Jake something out at 2.9. I thought that was going to be it. C-Red gets dumped on his head. And then awesome and something with that power bomb. Something awesome, if you will. The power bomb on Steve. But Steve comes back with a bionic elbow, if you will. And now the sushi roll, baby. We going to the sushi bar tonight, daddy. C-Red gets German suplex courtesy of Mike Awesome. C-Red with the fist drop from the top. Puts the boots to Mike Awesome, then drops him on his head with a DDT. Or tagging out to Steve. Those punches have no effect. And again, Steve Arrant feeling the power of the Steve-O-Maniac's brother. Thought that would be it, but no. Mike Awesome somehow able to absorb the contact and tag out to Jake something. Yeah. The power bomb, but no. He is not the legal man. It is actually C-Red, but he gets caught into the void. And that could be it. 1, 2, not even a 2 count before Steve is there to break it up. Another into the void. The testicular claw applied to Jake Something's nether regions, courtesy of Steve Arrant. T-Red, Jake Something, who's going to win this exchange? T-Red begs off and hits the dropkick with a discus lariat from Jake Something. Caught and choke slammed is C-Red. The leaping lariat on C-Red, courtesy of Mike Awesome, but he gets leveled with a lariat, courtesy of Steve Arrant. And there is the sushi roll. I think he was maybe looking for a cover, but Awesome kicked him in the head. Hanging vertical suplex sends Steve Arrant crashing to the floor. C-Red comes in and he gets power bombed for his troubles, courtesy of Mike Awesome. Something sent headfirst into the buckle, but a water wheel slam from Awesome. Awesome to the top. What's he thinking here? Flying lariat. Down goes Steve. In comes Something. Something catches him with into the void. Off the ropes. Is that it? 2. No. C-Red breaks it up. The kitchen sink from C-Red. Another into the void, and this could be it. 2 and 3. It is. C-Red could not get there in time. He was just a half a second late, and that was all it took for Something Awesome to advance to the final. Here we go with our second semifinal matchup in the tournament. Introducing first team number 1. It's the team of Hangman Adam Page and Warhorse. Together they are Heavy Metal Rodeo. and their opponents making their way to the ring from Rancho Cucamonga, California, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Young Bucks. Ooh. Right away, a spear from Matt Jackson on Hangman. But a rolling elbow from Paige, and now the punches raining down to the forehead. You saw him use those to bust open Arachnaman in the previous match. Back body drop. To the top goes Paige. King Kong knee drop misses, nobody home. Fall away slam into the kip up from Paige. Hook of the leg. Double team super kick by the Bucks. Paige tags out to Warhorse. Big boot in the corner. Down goes Matt. But the elbow drop from the top from Warhorse. Double team from the Bucks now countered by Warhorse. The winners of this match will face Something Awesome, Mike Awesome, and Jake Something in the final. Oh no, Aubrey Edwards got hit. And she is down and she is bleeding. The elbow drop off the top by Warhorse, but there's no one to count a pin as Aubrey got nailed. What is this? The double foot stomp. And now the double team by Heavy Metal Rodeo. One win away from the finals. Heavy Metal Rodeo could be repeat winners, but they would have to get past the Bucks here. The Bucks, who beat Mystico and Neon in a qualifier and then knocked off former tag champs, the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, in the quarterfinal. The spear from Matt Jackson. He sends Paige in the corner, but Paige with a suplex sends Matt to the floor.
2, 3.
A double team powerbomb, but Matt Jackson tags out the Bucks. Double team super kick on the Warhorse. The Cazadora into the double stomp from Warhorse. Warhorse follows it up with a senton. Hangman, the legal man now for his team, alongside Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson with a super kick on Hangman. Nick Jackson, the kick to the head of Warhorse, stuns him. Back and forth, Paige and Jackson. Jackson sends him out. That spinning kick. The Hangman sets him up on the top rope. Fall away slam. Cover. 2.9 kick out. At the rate this match is going, I don't think this is going to be a long one. BTE trigger on the way. But it doesn't matter. Warhorse is the legal man. Warhorse has him up. Powerbomb jackknife pin right on the center ring logo, right on that TGPW logo. But Nick Jackson breaks it up. Super kick by Matt. Rolling elbow by Warhorse. Look at this double team out of the corner. Matt Jackson sent into his own corner. Gets caught with that lariat, setting him up perfectly. There it is. He's out. The buckshot lariat knocks Matt Jackson out. And Heavy Metal Rodeo advances to the final. All right, the TGPW Deathmatch Championship on the line here in this next match as the new champion. Leaping Lanny Poffo defends the title against the challenger Raven. Landmine deathmatch here. Barbed wire boards. Rigged with landmines on the floor. Those fluorescent tubes in the corner as well. Saw that come into play immediately as Poffo sent face first into the light tube. Believe it or not, this is Raven's TGPW debut, as he has never wrestled in TGPW before, and he goes into the landmines, courtesy of Leaping Lanny Poffo. Leaping Lanny Poffo pulling off what many would call the upset of the century when he defeated Pagano to win the title at Guerrilla Warfare. And now making his first defense of the title here against Raven. And it didn't take long for Raven to get busted open. That was when he went face first into the light tube in the corner. For a guy who isn't used to the deathmatch style, it seems like Lanny Poffo has adapted to it already. As he is taking the fight to Raven, but as soon as I say that, Raven trying to rearrange his face with those punches, and again he goes face first into the light tube, but even flow, DDT. Do we have a new champion? 2 and no. Poffo kicks out at 2 with the even flow. Russian leg sweep from Raven. Double underhook suplex from Raven. Raven with the pile driver now. The drop to hold from Leaping Lanny Poffo. Poffo shoots him off. Hurricane Rana by Leaping Lanny. Into the figure 4. I grabbed that Singapore cane. Thought better of it. Poffo with the cover for the win. No. Poffo with the dropkick discus lariat from Raven. Series of punches from Raven. And another discus lariat.
10 minutes gone.
Here he goes into the light tubes again. And once more. Raven sends Poffo into the tubes. And then knees him right in the yam bag. Cartwheel into the kick from Leaping Lanny. And then a running bulldog to Raven. The brain buster from Leaping Lanny. Poffo. Has he done it here? No. 2 count only. Swinging neck breaker. But Raven caught him, hooks him, suplexes him. And now a vertical suplex from Raven. But Poffo comes right back with a bulldog. And another one. Standing sidekick and another one from Raven. Reversal out of the suplex. Raven goes for the cover. New champion. 2 and no. Raven sent into the landmines and the barbed wire. Courtesy of Leaping Lanny Poffo here. And the title on the line here in this one. Will it be a successful title defense for the new champion? Or will the title change hands for the second month in a row? That's the third time Raven has been thrown into the barbed wire and landmines. Courtesy of Poffo. Poffo has yet to be thrown to the outside. He's wisely avoided it. There's a roll up. 2 and 3. He got him. Wow. A roll up from Raven. And that's all it took as Raven takes the unbelievable amount of punishment, but wins the title. We got a new champ once again. Right, folks, it's come down to this. This is our main event and the finals of the TGPW Tag Team Madness 2026 tournament. The winner earning a spot for a TGPW championship shot. Introducing first, it is the team of Jake Something and Mike Awesome. Together, they are Something Awesome. And their opponents making their way to the ring. It is the team of Hangman, Page, and Warhorse. Together they are Heavy Metal Rodeo. Fight. Tag Team Madness 2026 concludes here, like I said, with this tournament final. Michinoku driver and 2 count only as Jake Something nearly wins the match. That quickly running the power slam. Picks him up into the power bomb. Jake Something trying to end this thing quick. But Page with a fireman's carry takedown and tags out to Warhorse. Yeah. Mentioned earlier, Warhorse, Hangman Page, looking to be repeat winners of this tournament. Won the tournament once before, looking to win it a second time and earn a spot for a TGPW Tag Team Championship shot against Hardcore Thunder. Warhorse went for broke with that elbow drop, missed, but Page hits the neck breaker on Awesome. The team of Something Awesome got here by defeating the skyscrapers, then Kobagame, and then finally the Power Hour.
Here.
Well, Heavy Metal Rodeo knocked off the Mundo Brothers. SGMBT, and then the Young Bucks in the semifinal. That win over the Young Bucks, courtesy of that knockout shot from Paige with the Hangman's. Almost call it the. It was the buckshot lariat. Almost called it something else. Two, no. The buckshot lariat knocked out, I believe it was Matt Jackson, yes.
Yeah.
The running power slam by Jake as he tags out to Mike. And in comes Warhorse now.
Shoot. Shoot.
Awesome. Has him up running. Awesome bomb. Somehow that was a rope break. All right. I'll take Aubrey's word for it. Cover. Not even a 2 count before it's broken up. A running elbow to the back of the head of Warhorse. But a back suplex on something. But he gets caught in a corner. But a back elbow from Warhorse knocks Jig something off the apron. Powerbomb lung blower on Awesome. The powerbomb, the cover, and a 3 count. And just like that, it's over. Heavy Metal Rodeo win this match and the tournament.